Another top 5 animals people actually keep as pets. Hello, YouTube. That was pretty cool, huh? If, well, a little off-key there. Thanks, guys.
Sorry,
Come on, it was these guys, not me. I did great. Everybody else sucks. Sure, that may have been cool, but you want to know what's even cooler? Animals. From rodents to reptiles and everything in between, ooky and spooky, we have you covered. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another top 5 animals people actually keep as pets. However, before we get on to these unorthodox pets, why don't you hit that subscribe button while you get the chance? When you hit that subscribe button, you make an unspoken deal to watch our videos every day. Or not, free YouTube. It's up to you. Number 5, the capybara. Known for their ability to swim and be extremely smart, capybaras can be very rewarding pets. One has even been known to be a seeing guide rodent for a man. Yeah, by the way, these things are actually the largest rodent in the world, so, yeah, that's something you know now. Rewarding your capybara's good behavior and tricks with these sweet treats may be tempting, but positive praise is just as effective, if not more effective, for these smart pets. Now, male capybaras may become problematic if they're housed together, so it's best to only keep one male per group of 4 to 14 females in captivity. Fights may break out if you have multiple males attempting to live together and your enclosure is too small. Capybaras do not travel very much at a time considering their size, but they have been known to walk almost half a mile while grazing during the day. Therefore, an enclosure that would allow your capybara to move around and exercise out of the water is also important, at least in addition to their swimming pool. Spreading out hay around the enclosure will also help recreate natural grazing and motivate your capybara to move around. Hand-reared capybaras are typically quite tame, but if you're getting an adult capybara as a pet, you will have to be patient and move very slowly until they warm up to you. Capybaras can be nervous and shy and are very vocal to their own kind. Grooming each other lessens tension, so by offering your new capybara some food and calming them, you can help relax your pet. Number 4, the tarantula.
No, I'm not doing this. This list is already too scary. Who would even keep a tarantula as a pet?
A lot of people, actually. When most people heard the word spider, they freak out. Let alone the word tarantula, of course. This arachnophobia is a natural phenomenon that occurs in most of us, because let's be honest here, spiders are scary. Especially wolf spiders. Those guys will friggin' eat you. From a young age, most of us are taught to fear these creatures because of how intimidating and scary they can look, and for good reason, too. Honestly, though, are we afraid of Spider-Man? He's like my favorite hero, but I'm not afraid of him. However, this is only caused by the limited knowledge that we have of these tarantulas. Although there is a huge database of info out there for these creepy crawlers, very few bother with it because of the inherent fear. There are in fact over 900 species of Therapasidae, which is simply a category of spiders that tarantulas fall into, and I'm pretty sure I just butchered that, but oh well. I'll try my best to either convince the burning conviction in you that tarantulas make a wonderful pet, or they're simply too much for what you intended to chew. Don't chew spiders. Find out a good idea. Tarantulas in general are a very hardy species, and thus hard to mess up. These exotic pets have gotten more and more popular over the past years and have seen a significant growth in demand for it. Virtually noiseless little creatures who do not require much space at all, and are actually very inexpensive to feed. Most have a very docile demeanor, which makes handling one easy when necessary. However, it is not recommended as it creates unnecessary stress on your pet tarantula. If you're looking to stand out from the rest, a pet tarantula would definitely fit the bill. Or it would be a good way to get your new pet squashed. In the end, tarantulas do make for great pets. However, because owning a tarantula is not so mainstream, the proper care and maintenance for these spiders are often hard to find. For those who do their due diligence and do sufficient research on a specific tarantula they're interested in, they are often rewarded with a healthy and fascinating, if not terrifying, pet. Number 3, the Burmese Python. The Burmese Python is the largest of the pet snakes. Burmese pythons originally hail from Burma, known today as Myanmar, which is located in Asia. Burmese pythons are only for extremely experienced snake owners as they get very large and can indeed be dangerous. Owning a Burmese python as a pet is illegal in many parts of the world, so prospective owners should always double check their local laws before obtaining one. When well socialized and raised with love and care, Burmese pythons can be docile, calm pets that make wonderful companions, assuming there are no other pets running loose in the house. Burmese pythons can usually be allowed to have free range of the house and are clean, quiet housemates. However, when ill-raised and not socialized properly, Burmese pythons can be aggressive and, well, dangerous in all honesty. If a Burmese python feels threatened or is not fed properly, they may attack their owner or other humans. The bite of a Burmese python can be quite damaging, and the snake may also try to constrict the person they are attacking. Burmese pythons are only for extremely experienced snake owners and are not suitable pets for children. They're best suited for homes that have the room for them, can afford them, and have no other pets running loose or small children, cause the python might eat the pets. Don't know about the children, I wouldn't try that though. A wild Burmese python is more than large enough to eat a small child, so please, for the love of God, no pet snakes when you have toddlers. Burmese pythons have an average lifespan of 20 to 30 years, which is good if you've experienced the trauma of your pet dog dying in a couple of years. The trouble is, many veterinarians do not have the training to treat snakes, so owners will need to find a specialty veterinarian to treat their snake if needed. Number 2. The Kinkajou. Now, aside from having a very Pokemon-like name, Kinkajous aren't the most commonly found type of exotic pet, but they are definitely the draw for attention. Honestly, you'd be forgiven if you don't know what it actually is. Celebrities such as Paris Hilton have been known to have a Kinkajou as a pet, but the rich and famous aren't the only ones who can find these animals adorable. Making the decision to care for a Kinkajou isn't to be taken lightly though, as these critters require a very special owner. Kinkajous are nocturnal tree dwellers, and in the wild they spend most of their time in the rainforest canopies. They have prehensile tails and can turn their feet backwards, which helps them with climbing and running up trees. Although they somewhat resemble monkeys, they are actually more closely related to raccoons. Bit of a side note, that also means that they are related to coyotes and pandas. The Kinkajou also indulges on fruit and honey by utilizing its long tongue while climbing in the trees, which is how it got its nickname, the honey bear. Kinkajous are found throughout Central and South America, due to the fact that they only produce one offspring a year in the spring or summer. Habitat destruction, and the illegal exotic pet trade, the wild populations are declining, unfortunately. If hand-raised from a young age, Kinkajous can be quite tame, but they are still wild animals. They are active, curious, and like to get into things much like a raccoon does. They are nocturnal, and are most active in the late evening when they feed and explore. Kinkajous do not have much of an odor, but they can be messy, partly from tossing food around and partly because litter-house training isn't really feasible, but they do tend to pick up a few favorite toilet areas. Don't worry, unlike monkeys, they do not have the tendency to throw their crap at you. Number 1. The Wallaby. Hey, if you want to ever use an Australian stereotype, just throw in the word wallaby and you got it perfect. The pet wallaby is truly an exotic pet to anyone you encounter. Wallabies probably aren't from where you live and aren't seen as commonly as a pet ferret or a rabbit or even another pet marsupial, the sugar glider. But 3 species, Bennett's wallabies, Damas wallabies, and the red-necked podmelon are growing in popularity and can make for great pets for the right household. Wallabies are unique little creatures. They exhibit some behaviors that most people would confuse with an illness but should be recognized as normal. Licking and salivating on their paws and arm is a normal thing that wallabies do to cool themselves down in a hot environment. Bennett's wallabies also may normally regurgitate their food before laying down and then reconsume it, just like your dog. Wallabies that have been hand-reared in a bottle will bond with the person who reared them. They can be very cuddly and are known to follow you around the house and even get along with other house pets that aren't aggressive. There are a variety of food options for pet wallabies, but it's important to remember that all wallabies are herbivores. They spend the majority of their day grazing on grasses and sleeping, and if not allowed to be a normal wallaby, their digestive system can be upset and have serious consequences, much like the deadly emu in pet rabbits. And that was our video for today. Thank you for watching another top 5 animals people actually have as pets. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked the video and hit share to spread the word to your friends. Also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And believe you me, we upload new and interesting videos all the time. It's kind of our business. Again, thanks for watching and see you next time.